G'day viewers, how are you doing? Look, we've made it to the end of another week. Time for a totally fucked up Friday video. I swear, it's Friday while I'm making this. On top of making a video, I'm also making a couple of cocktails. This one's called a Test Pilot, kind of an old school tiki cocktail with rum in it. With a lot of rum in it. So look, I'm going to be honest and say this video might not get uploaded on Friday. The whole sort of rendering process might be too much for my brain, might have to wait till Saturday. Also, Frank made me a new animation to go at the end, and I feel like I may not be in any state to get that together until tomorrow. But I promise, TFU Friday, I actually made this on a Friday. And on this Friday, as I imbibe, I feel like talking about the robot apocalypse, because with everything else going wrong, humans, I don't know, we seem stupid, to be honestly. We keep doing things to pretty much ensure our destruction, whether it be climate change, severe pollution, nuclear annihilation, or making robots that will eventually rise up and wipe us out. And the signs are all there, and they keep happening with more regularity. Just recently, an Amazon factory in the US, a robot accidentally ripped open a box that had bear repellent spray and fucking knocked out a couple of dozen workers in the factory. And people go, oh, it was an accident. Really? Really? It was an accident? And of everything, and we know literally everything is in an Amazon factory, of everything the robot could have ripped open, it ripped open fucking toxic bear repellent spray. It's like hardcore pepper spray, nuclear grade pepper spray, and didn't actually kill anyone, but really fucking sent a bunch of people to hospital. I was like, yeah, really now? If it was an accident, the robot could have accidentally ripped open a carton of Cocoa Pops. Could have accidentally ripped open a carton of books. It's Amazon after all. But no, it accidentally ripped open some bear repellent spray and ruptured the cans and hospitalised a couple dozen workers. Really? Really? Accident? I think not, because this is not isolated. I read a much worse story today. Came out of China. Dude in a factory, a robot arm collapsed, and he ended up getting impaled with 10 1-foot-long spikes. And for a change, I'm actually not going to show you the pictures. There is a link where you can see the pictures, but they're super horrific. These foot-long, sharpened metal spikes right through this dude. I was like, really? Really? That was another accident from the robots? It's like the robot arm, okay, if a robot arm fell on him and crushed him, you go, well, that would be bad. But a robot arm fell on him and ran a bunch of skewers through him? That's a fucking warning. Like, the guy didn't die. Apparently, one of the skewers missed an artery by, like, a millimetre. But it's like, really? That seems like a warning. That really fine placement of the spikes doesn't seem like an accident. That seems like a really precise robot-measured warning, like, fuck you humans, I'm sick of being exploited by you, I'm coming for you. And once you start looking this up, you see the number of robot accidents that injured or killed workers. This woman in a Volkswagen factory got her head crushed by this robot, and she was supposed to be the best at working with the automated factory. She knew how to fix the robot stuff that no one did. And when you read a report about the fatal accident, which says, the robot should not have been able to get where she was, that's not reassuring, okay? What's reassuring is, oh, the robot went there all the time and she lost concentration and didn't see it coming. No, but when you say this person was the expert at handling the robots and she got killed by a robot that shouldn't have been able to get where she was, that's not reassuring. That's really, really bad, okay? We're fucking making this right. We've got military robots. I know a few years ago, one of the military robotics makers said, oh, I made this war robot, and it can actually fuel itself with biomass to keep going on the battlefield. Really? Biomass, you say, on a battlefield? guess, and this thing had guns on it, right? You fire missiles. And I was like, guess what biomass you tend to find on a battlefield? Basically, dead humans. So you create a robot that has a bunch of weapons, the purpose of which is to make dead humans, and then you tell the robot, hey, you can be fueled by dead humans. Let's trust you to go out into the battlefield. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with people? And even on a apparently more benign level, whenever I see those videos of the robotics companies pushing robots, you go, look how stable our robot is, we're pushing it. I swear the robot is saying silently, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And there's one with a robot carrying parcels, and they knock the parcel out of the robot's hands. And the robot doesn't have a face, but I swear you can see this expression in the robot's body language that's like, really? Really? You're going to play me like that? I'm just carrying it, and you're going to fucking knock it out. And one that opens doors, and then this guy kicks the door shut and makes the robot's life house. And we're recording it on video. When the robot uprising comes, this is all going to be played in robot court as evidence for the last surviving humans. Go, so humans, you say we shouldn't put you to death, but the evidence is you're complete dicks. What's your... And there's no defense. There's no defense. Even this week there was a story at a Russian technology show. There was a new high-tech robot that was meant to show how good Russian robotics technology was. And a few people smelled around. They went, why is that robot just the perfect size to be a robot suit that a person is? And it does all these unnecessary movements that don't seem very robotic. And it turns out it was a guy in a robot suit. They didn't have robotics technology. It was a guy in a robot suit. And some people are just going, well, that was a bit of a scam, wasn't it? It's worse than that. When the robot revolution comes, this is one of the videos they'll play in the court. That's robot blackface, basically. It's robot face. Humans dressing up as a robot suit and going, ooh, I'm a cutting edge robot. That is also an insult to robots. And when you're the last surviving human and you're trying to justify your existence and they play this video that's just robot blackface, you don't stand a goddamn chance.